Whether or not that's running, see how it opens up different channels? Yeah, we mostly just listen. Wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I'm ready. If I was away. I know, it's incredible. Just in the last 48 hours, listening different channels. Dr. Drew is one, a few others. Just the history there with Dr. Drew. He's another one, right in the loop of those. If you sway one way or another, he seems to be getting through it pretty good. Yeah, did you see the doctor he had on the other day? I mean, this guy was pretty much almost looked like he was in tears. And we see a lot of them come to tears. We see some of the biggest, strongest people fall to their knees, crying, begging for help, to help bring awareness. I remember that nice doctor back in 2009. They were talking about the hepatitis shot for babies, hepatitis B, and the vitamin K shot. One of them, it takes my breath away. It makes me so sad. Well, they disappeared. I think they were killed. Another one was hit by a Mack truck that seemed to be kind of in line with that one. Out in Windsor, they got hit and killed on their Mack truck riding their bike by the Windsor Fair, up by that way. I think it was over closer to the school, yeah? Or was it up on the main route? Yeah, you can check it. It's still open for investigation, so I don't know if you'll have an easier or hard time. I'm not sure your level of accessibility. Total clearance? Oh, so you know then. Yeah, it's horrible. Thank you. You're welcome. But yeah, they were throwing themselves on their knees because they were mostly, it seemed, concerned. As many were upset with the hepatitis shot, they were freaking out about the vitamin K, and I couldn't understand why. And what the hell do you want us to do about it? Right. They said something about the vitamin K going to increase the blood clots and stuff like that. Heart problems. It was horrible. They were throwing themselves on their knees, freaking out. It was scary. Right, and that was right around the time the private investigator shot himself. And the father of my oldest two ran away from here, calling me a slave driver. It was very strange. Now, when you see like some of the activists and druggies dealing with that stuff, it's the same ones with the traveling investigators, scouters, hunters, marketers, salespeople. I mean, they change it up all the time. They're doing a new gig. It's best that way. Right, and so when you understand a lot of these groups that work with the firefighters, police, Special Olympics, yeah, and the abuse of concern going back to the 90s. I know, well, where they help so many people and get them off the streets, employ them, it's a good racket. Nobody really sees the ones that fall through the crack. They're just runaways and druggies. It was their own fault. They deserved it. Yeah, a lot of accidental overdoses, I know. Right, so when you see how a lot of those investigations and people who work for those companies have kind of become intertwined, especially since 9/11. Yeah, and then when you think about what's been going on with journalists trying to expose the Hamas training programs, when those monsters who tore through the streets, yeah, they were just kids back then, huh? A lot of those monsters that were in their 20s who were tearing through those streets back around 9/11 were just little kids people were trying to save from the torture. Yeah, I think Jordan Peterson and others that we've mentioned has done interviews with him. You should check that out. Yeah, Tommy Robinson, interesting. Traveling bands, grooming gangs, marketers, child pedophilia, rape, torture of young girls. Right, and then you take it to the next level, right? When you start getting into the punks with retards and special needs people who think it's okay. It's consensual. We've listened to some of the interviews of some of the ones that have gotten caught, and it's really sick how they try to say the kids wanted it. It's consensual. They were previously abused, and they've been normalized to it, and you're trying to help. Yeah, it's really sick, actually, when you people understand what we're dealing with. And then when we have to listen to and deal with the fucking psychos around here playing their childish, antagonistic ghost aliens and tease the retard or Karen game. Yeah, people really need to wake up around here and help these kids. Thank you, and you're welcome.